Hello guys, in this video I will be cooking tiramisu, classic tiramisu. So first of all, I will separate this video to I think 3 parts. So first part would be coffee, second would be eggs, and third would be like finalizing the tiramisu, making it look like it should. So combining the Savoiardi biscuits and the cream that we will get after processing the eggs. So first of all, we should make some coffee. Why? Because we will need to combine coffee and Savoiardi biscuits. So I think everybody knows how to make a coffee, but I will show you how I do it. So I use coffee decaffeinado or decaffeinated coffee, but this one is not so decaffeinated as I want. That's why I use it for tiramisu, but I don't use it for drinking because I drink about at least 3 cups of coffee a day, so I use decaffeinated, and this is not the one. So how much should we have coffee? I'm using 2 full cups here, and I don't change coffee in the machine because we don't need strong coffee for tiramisu. We just need coffee flavor. At least, again, my wife and daughter don't like strong coffee, so I'm using just to make some taste for the biscuits. In fact, 1 cup may be enough if you are not making biscuits pretty wet. So maybe I will leave it like this, but you can add something like half a cup of water, or you can just add some water, some clean water to this, to dissolve a bit coffee. Okay, I think that's enough. Why are we doing it now? Why am I doing it now? Because because we should have this coffee cold before we will combine it with the biscuits. So before we will fill the biscuits with the coffee. So now I will leave it like this, and we will move to the eggs. First thing you should do with the eggs is to wash them. I'm washing them with the soap, like this. And the thing is that eggs in tiramisu are raw, so you don't cook them at all. So if they are not clean, then you may have some kind of poisoned dessert, and it's not what I want, at least. It won't be deadly poisoned, but it may cause some problems like diarrhea and even salmonellosis, because this is a common bacteria that is in the eggs and in the chickens. they are clean. Now let's move to eggs processing. After washing the eggs, you should dry them. Why you should do this? Because if the water will be in the eggs whites, then you couldn't beat them to the desired state. You will see now. So first, we are using eggs two ways. So we should separate egg whites from egg yolks. I am doing it like this. You may do it any other way. So there is a way when you break the egg and you just pull out the eggnog and put it in another bowl. So I'm doing it like this. I think it's maybe the easiest way. And you know, if you got eggnog broken, you still can separate it from the whites. And it's very handy. See, mine is broken. And I've separated it pretty fine. So as you see, I'm using my big blender cup with this beating accessory. I think it's called like this. So it is used to make whites beaten. You need beaten whites. So to do this, you should add just a pinch of salt and just egg whites. That's it. That's all you need. But we will leave them alone for now because we will do it later. So now let's do something with eggnogs. So what should we do? First of all, it's a dessert. So you will need to add powdered sugar, and you should add it 4 tablespoons. So it's 1. Sorry for. Let's count it as 2, and next and 2 more. You can buy ready powdered sugar, 3 and 4. You can buy ready powdered sugar like me, or you can use coffee grinder, and this will also make you from sugar powdered sugar. And if you have coffee grinder like old style one, not a mill like, but you know, the old one, then you can make powder. But it's fine to buy just ready one. So next, one moment, I've forgotten to add 1 teaspoon of vanilla essence, like this. Not, you know, not full teaspoon, almost full teaspoon of vanilla extract, I think. So something like this. You can find it at any Mercadona if you are in Spain. If not, I think you always may find something like this in your country. So what next? Next we should mix this. We should mix it until it becomes pretty white. First, on a slow speed, I just mix it, and then I will beat it a bit with a high speed, like this. You will see how it changes the color. It becomes more and more white. I think it won't get any whiter, so I think that's it. But next step is to add cheese, mascarpone cheese. So this is specific cheese for the tiramisu. So just take it and put it here. And you know, you can't get rid of the mascarpone from your spoon, but you can do it like this. See? It's better than nothing. It's not ideal, but it helps. So now just mix it. Okay, now it's mixed. I won't need this accessory anymore. I'm rinsing it with water because if I leave it, it will dry out and it would be much harder to clean. So just it's easy things. So next, this we leave here, and now you see whites are still just whites, but what I need to do is to beat them to the completely white state, and they should be hard. I will show you now. You know, I don't have a system with the automatic hold of the button, but what I'm doing, I'm using this rope, maybe something like rope. So that's it, I can see it. Now I will show you how it should look. So you just wait until whites would become completely hard, like this. See? So they just stuck. This is what you should do. You can use whisk to make whites like this. But I found that this accessory for beating is much more effective and less time consuming also. I think it is important. Now, the key thing is to mix the whites with the eggnog mascarpone mix. Now we won't use any mechanical devices. Now, since now only hands. Because if you will use some kind of device to mix whites and this mix, you will ruin the whites. So they won't be so airy, fluffy, I don't know how it's better to call them. Okay, so if not with the whisk, so how? Just with some kind of spatula, with a mixing pedal like this, you should mix from down to up, from down to up, and like this until it will be mixed, until it would be fully mixed. Just have some patience, it's fine, it will mix, it will mix, it won't, it doesn't have any choice other than be mixed. But you just need to continue doing it until it would be all mixed. So you see now the cream gets this light texture as it should, as we are expecting from tiramisu. So you see, now it's all mixed and the cream looks fine. Next step, I would do it parallel with the whites beating, but the sound was so loud that I think you won't hear anything, because that's why I'm doing it now. But it would be with the Savoiardi biscuits already if I was doing it regularly, not for video. So you wet a bit Savoiardi biscuit. I'm using these Savoiardi biscuits from my local shop. It's Mercadona again, and you may use some from your shop. And also I may tell you that I can cook my own Savoiardi biscuits, but it takes time. You need to wait until they get cold, because you can't use something hot with the tiramisu because of raw eggs, etc. It's not safe, and also it may lead to some, the cream texture will be altered. The water may be instead of the cream. So I think like this, yeah. And I'm covering all the surface with the Savoiardi biscuits. If you got broken Savoiardi biscuits, and they are all so fine. So my point is, don't waste your time. Just use shop biscuits, and it would be fine. Because you give it all the taste. So to make tiramisu, you need to use some cream. Enough to cover all the biscuits. With the same pedal as I used before. When you have covered all the biscuits with the cream, you take next biscuits and use them. Usually I place them perpendicular to previous one. So 90 degrees to previous one. If you leave them in the coffee for longer, they may break, because they would be too wet, because they absorb liquid very well. This is the idea of Savoiardi biscuits. I'm showing it in real time so you could repeat it easily. How much time exactly you need to water or to coffee up these biscuits? I'm always placing like this biscuit here because there is space. And now you see I don't have enough space for the whole Savoiardi. Oops, sorry for my light. I will use this one, but I will do it like this. And now the rest of the cream I would place on top and equally distribute it for the whole surface, like this. But as you remember, tiramisu doesn't look like this. It looks like it's covered with cacao. And I will use it. I will be using this sieve for the cacao. And as I live in Spain, of course, I'm using Valor as a cacao for tiramisu. So the idea is like this. You use 1 tablespoon of cacao like this. This amount we will need for the whole tiramisu. Then you place it in the sieve and then distribute it on the surface. The layer should be thick because it will be getting wet, this chocolate, and it should stay with the color like this, like you see now. It shouldn't get darker. It's not a good idea. It's not a good way to leave tiramisu and make it look darker. So you should make pretty substantial layer of cacao. So some of the cacao is left, and this is it. By the way, I think this is better way of lighting than this, but this one helps to see the surface. Okay, so as you see, it's getting here dark, so I just didn't want a lot of cacao to be on the table. That's why I did it like this. But this is what I was talking about. So most of the tiramisu would look nice, some parts won't. But it doesn't matter for the taste, of course, and most of the tiramisu is covered with cacao. So it's fine, it's ready to eat. Thank you for watching, and please click like, subscribe, and leave a comment, please. If you have any questions, I will answer you. Thank you very much and bye-bye.